Hey, it's Nisha. I went to a Townwide garage sale and I got some great jewelry and we're going to go take a look. All right, let's see what we got. All right, that's pretty. It looks vintage, so let's take a closer look. We have some aging on the brass metal, which happens with vintage pieces. We have a barrel clasp, which is an indication that it's vintage. And also the way this is created, I don't know the technical term for that, but that is also indication that it's vintage. Generally, I don't buy white beaded pieces because they show so much discoloration just because of the age of the piece. But this one looked really good, so I picked it up. All right. Probably say that this is like 1970s, just looking at the barrel clasp, but I would look at some comparisons to see, to get a closer date. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. Oh no, it's missing a charm. I didn't see that when I got it, but let's take a look. So it's definitely vintage. We have a stone charm bracelet, and it's also a panel bracelet. So these little sections here of metal or individual panels that make up the bracelet. And then we have a C clasp closure. It's really nice. I might sell it as is. Take a closer look. Wow, that's really pretty. Take a look at the stones. I'm not quite sure what type of stones these are. When originally I looked at it, I thought they might be jade, but that doesn't look like jade to me. If you know, let me know. I would love to learn more about this piece. All right, let's look at that closure. Okay, C clasp, and there's no manufacturer's mark. And then we have this interesting design on the panel sections. Not quite sure of the date on this one. It's a really cool piece though. So I list my jewelry on a lot of different platforms. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. And with a piece like this, if it was completed, I would definitely list this on Etsy as it's a vintage piece. I do this with a cross-listing service called List Perfectly, and List Perfectly has enabled my business to grow, and I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful service. All right, we're continuing with the bracelets here. This is a fun piece. It's, again, a charm bracelet chain with a fold-over clasp. So that's like an indication of 1960s, 1970s. The buttons, I'm not sure if somebody created this themselves and added the buttons on later, which is fun in itself. Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just taking a look at the button backs and seeing if some of these are what they might be. I'll have to do some research on the buttons and see, but it's a fabulous piece. Even if somebody had put it together, this would be a great statement piece. Okay, so you probably noticed that I'm not putting out videos consistently. It's a busy time of year. So hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you'll get notified whenever I put out a new video. Let's see what else we have. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Now, is that a statement necklace or what? Wow, it won't even fit on the camera. Goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Okay, wear that to your next party. Look at that. Okay. So some of the beads feel cool to the touch, which means they could be made from glass. Stone beads are cold. I just put it on my arm to check, and I think it's a combination of glass beads and maybe plastic. So let's check. So I got my loop here. Let's take a look. I'm looking for imperfections in the beads. Plastic beads are very uniform. Glass beads will have like little air bubbles in them. They look right for glass. All right, I'll show you a closer look. Beautiful shimmer. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Wow. And it's a nice combination of these. I think these are plastic with a metal coating on them and the glass beads. Super fabulous. Then if we look at the clasp, this is a modern piece. Now, it does have a lobster claw on it. Lobster claws clasp could be vintage, but just looking at this, it does look to be more modern. And then we have our barcode. Okay, so I picked this up because I really like the enameling on the panel bracelet. Take a closer look. Has a nice shimmer to it. And then I looked at the back, and it does have a fair amount of wearing, which happens sometimes. So, and even the enameling has some wearing on the front. So this will go into a craft lot. All right. Ooh, this is nice. Look at that. Wow. I love the rhinestones with the flower. And then you have that beautiful gold tone chain. It does have a hang tag, so we'll take a closer look. I'm not sure what type of chain that is. It looks like DNA. It's kind of that look to it. If you know, let me know. I would love to know. All right, and then we have the hang tag. It's a lobster claw clasp. All right, and then we have, let's see what that says. I'll have to take a look at that. Okay, that's great. A really great design. I'm just going to take a look at the tag. Oh, it's Sadler STA. You know, I'm not really sure. Okay, we'll take some research on that. If you know this brand, I would love to know more. Okay, great. Okay, this is a fun, chunky necklace. I love the mother of pearl beads and the large segmented wooded beads here they have lined up. And then they have other wooden beads that are dyed. It has a tag. It's made in the Philippines. Take a closer look. So for something like this, I would definitely use a statement, chunky are all great keywords. Jenny's is the name. All right, great. Okay, necklace. Okay, it's a pretty charm necklace with plastic beads. I like the type of chain right here. It's almost a paperclip chain, but the links aren't elongated enough. Now, this almost looks like a pendant, but it's not in the center where I would expect it to be. So it makes me think that, it's asymmetrical. Here's the other pendant right here. So I would use asymmetrical when I listed this for the design. Has that nice pink color to it. Open filigree. All right, cool. So a fun vintage stained glass artisan angel pin. A little wearing on the front, but they even put in the halo, which I thought was cute. All right, great. Oh, 2 for 1. Okay, take the one on top. Okay, so it looks like a watch band because it's missing part right here. But it does have a name, so we'll take a look at the name. So it says Keston Made. I'll show that to you all. It's a really great shape. I'll see if there's a demand for that. Okay, cool. I'm tapping it to see what it sounds like because depending on the material, it can sound different. So it's plastic, it's molded, but it doesn't have a seam. I don't think it's Bakelite, but it has that little marking on here that tells me it was broken off from the manufacturer when they had created it. It's a nice bangle though. All right, cool. Okay, this one's significantly heavier. Sounds a little different. Okay, and this one is carved. So they have the original resin or plastic with a pattern on it, and then they carved into it. It's kind of a neat substance. I'm not sure what it's made from, though. I don't think it's Bakelite. Let's see. So if you rub Bakelite and get it kind of warm and you sniff it, it could smell like formaldehyde. I know it sounds very pleasant. And that's one test. The other one, which is really well known, is the Simichrome test, which is a furniture polish, and you apply it on there, and if it changes yellow, the swab changes to yellow, that means it's Bakelite. There's lots of videos online. You know, it does have kind of definitely a smell to it. Okay, so this one I'm going to have to test. It's kind of cool. All right, great. I like that. Oh, yeah, this is just fabulous. Super long. It's almost a paperclip chain style, but not quite. If you know what it is, let me know. It's definitely vintage. It has some discoloration on the metal, or tarnish rather. It has a great look to it. Okay, so here's the clasp. No, there's no markings. I don't think it's made from any fine materials, but we'll just check. Okay. Definitely has some type of stainless steel in here because that's magnetic. So what the magnet does is fine metals like sterling silver and gold are not magnetic. So I use this as like a filtering tool to help me determine if something is could be made from a fine metal. I keep one with me on my person when I'm out and about so I can check things. All right, this is just great. All right, so lots of times when you get the box, and I've mentioned this before, the stuff in the box doesn't match what the box is, so always double check. So we're going to check. We'll check together. Okay, we're going to open the box. It says Cremens. I really butchered that name. Okay, there it is. And let's see what it says. Okay, so it's a bracelet. Now, this brand is actually really well known for men's jewelry, cufflinks. Oh, no, it is Cremens. Ha! It actually matches. I'll show it to you. Okay, clearly marked. Let's take a look at this bracelet. So that's a treat, having the box in good condition with the bracelet. Let's take a closer look at the bracelet. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, great. Vintage, again, we have that fold over clasp, panel bracelet with a floral motif. Got the magnet. Let's just do a check. Okay, not surprising at all. Okay. I'm not familiar with all of the type of items that the manufacturer makes, so I don't know if they have a line of fine jewelry or not, but okay, super happy. Okay. Ooh. Optical illusion. Okay. Hey, I'm Goofy. This is who I am. Okay. All right, so we have this fantastic bracelet bangle. Look at that. Nice and wide, heavy, has a great look to it. Look at that, the thickness on that. Fabulous. I would say it's some type of plastic or resin. Now I'm smelling everything. I don't think it's Bakelite. The colors aren't right. Even though they do, now people are making Bakelite jewelry today. So you can keep a lookout for things like that. Okay, so great piece. All right, so this is our final piece today. I really like the way this looked. Isn't that great? Oh, it's so pretty. You have this beautiful stone heart pendant, combination of wooden beads and different types of stone. These feel like sequins. Some manufacturers like Cadoro would take sequins and they would stack them up and line them up like this and create necklaces out of them. All right, cool. All right, so let's take a closer look because it is signed. that stone too. Okay, so I see a couple stones I recognize, so let's break this down. So this may be agate. I would have to do a little bit of research. I'm not 100% sure on that one. These are really cool too. Now, these round ones here with the carved design, those look like wooden. I'm not sure what those are. They're not sequins, but maybe they're made from shell. That's cool, isn't that great? Amethyst. Now there is some patina on, not patina, forgot the name of that. It's where the metal starts breaking down. There's a word for it. On some of the metal sections here, unfortunately. All right, and then this is signed. So it says Vogue. Cool. It's a very cool piece. Does have some condition issues, but super fabulous vintage piece. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about List Perfectly, check out this video. In the description below, I do have a 30% off your first month of List Perfectly, so you can always give it a try and see if you like it. It's been a real game changer for my business. If you enjoyed this video, then give us a like and then hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.